We are getting Sega Genesis tested today. So, grab Ghostbusters, but I need to grab my EverDrive. I think he's on my Nomad. Hold on. My chat's not open. That might help. There we go. Alright. Now I need to get my EverDrive, controller, and we'll be good. Hey, Hals. I'm trying to find my Genesis EverDrive. I have all of my boxes. I just can't find the cartridge. I don't know what to do with it. I thought it was over here. That was my Master System EverDrive.
Now the contents of it.
Uh-oh. I gotta restart. Hold on. Let me restart the chat. It's double talking. It's double talking. Chat. Alright. Now I think you have single talk. Alright. Huh. Well, where's would it be? Aha! Single talk. Okay, cool. Well, this Genesis works, but the original shell of it has had better days. It looks like I had some friends helping me clean, and they must have knocked it off. And so they broke off this tab and broke off every single tab on it. It was cleaned and ready to go. I got another Genesis over here. I don't know what's wrong with it, so I'm going to plug it up and we'll see what it does. If it's messed up... Well, this one also has a bad controller port too. So I got a new controller port for it. We're going to recap it. New controller port, new shell, clean it up. We're going to make it good. But I need to find my EverDrive because that's his problem, is that his EverDrive's not working with his Model 3. So I'm going to try to make sure we get a good Genesis for him. So right now this one looks pretty naked. We'll see how the other one is. I want to give him a high definition one.
EverDrive doesn't work with Model 3.
Well, it does, but the Sega CD portion's not hooked up, so you don't get audio on Sega CD. And it doesn't work with virtual racing. So, and also Master Systems games don't work on it. So there's a lot of stuff you're missing out on if you just have a Model 3. Alright, here's the other one. Also in pieces for some reason. But let me see if it's plastic. Its plastic tabs are not broken. It's a VA3, so it's a gooder model. Me got words very well.
The official card of Virtua Racing, right?
Even the EverDrive version. It won't work with the EverDrive either. So, alright, let's see what's wrong with this one, why it's taken apart. Come on. The volume button is just the worst.
Didn't think the EverDrive would support that game.
The new one does. It emulates that it emulates the brain fart, what's it called?
Dump of it back then, but no go LOL obviously.
Yeah, it emulates the Sega chip that they put in there. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Alright, let's see what this one does. I don't remember. I have a whole serial number. I'll actually share that. I've got a whole thing of serial numbers. So it tells me what each of my problems on each one of my Sega Genesis would be. But I don't have this serial number on it for some reason, so we're just going to go with it and see what happens. Plug it up. Ghostbusters. Where'd you go? I seriously just popped it out. My God. Hi ADHD, this is the... Oh no, I didn't. It's still on the Genesis. Okay, and this guy is a... what's his board revision?
Maybe accidentally put it in an EverDrive box. Oh, you got it.
Probably. Where is the version on this board? I think this is a version 6. Hold on. Let me get my spreadsheet up here. 3T. No, yeah, it's version 6. Okay. So this is the version 6. Audio's not as pretty. So if I can get the version 3 working better. Let's see what he does. Power. It's got the black outline that he wants to try. It might just be dirty connector. or a bent pin on there. We'll take a look at that one because that's the better one to get working. How else can I test it? Guess I could put a Sega CD on the base of it, and that would pull the cartridge information, basically. Let me grab the Sega CD. Sega CD lying around like, you know, most people have. Alright. Got too much stuff over here. Super Nintendo one.
Model 2 on a Model 1, don't think I saw that.
Yeah, it's pretty funky. It should have a little plate under it to kind of hold it over, but alright, there we go. Give me Sega CD info. Got audio.
I never installed that.
Let me go get a game. And a... Yeah, it didn't need a metal plate. That's just for grounding issues. This is my Genesis controller that I messed up by using an aftermarket cable. So, it still works kind of, but yeah, it's not going to be ever a 6-month. We'll test Echo the Dolphin from my Sega CDX collection. Sega! Alright, so it's just a card issue. The Genesis itself is fine. Echo the Dolphin has the best music. Alright.
Yeah, it does.
So I can't go down. After I fried this controller, I'm seeing what I can't do. Can't go down.
I don't know this one though, I got the card.
So I can swim fast, stuff like that, but I can't go down or none of the top buttons work. So that's interesting. Alright. So that tells us that this Genesis is good. We'll just have to clean the cartridge slots. I'm going to use this one over the other one then. We're not going to use the other one. I would like to try to fix this controller, but they use the blob to kind of change the for the chip, and I can't change it out. I tried to see if I could get like a different controller to fit in there. So I tried like this board, but it didn't fit in. It sucks because this is what I wanted them to make the Big Six like. I wanted them to make them full-size buttons. But when they redesigned it, they didn't make them full-size buttons like this.
Wouldn't that work?
Yeah, but, you know, then I don't know if I can replace the chip. Even after all that. Alright, so let's go ahead and, we'll go to the bench and we will take a look at this Genesis. If I don't have to give him a VA6, I'm not going to.
Those wires are for the region switches.
No, those are factory wires. They screwed up some ports or something, and all of them have that weird extra wires on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, nothing I did. So like the model, this one is fine. The version 3. All right, so I'm gonna remember white. I always forget the LED. Shoot, we can change the LED, but I think he wants it as close as possible. I will. This one's not too bad. I mean, I might take it apart and we'll clean it up. I don't think this has any screws in it. No. So that makes it a little bit easier. Power cord. There we go. I have the metal plates here somewhere, so I will. When we put it back together, we'll find everything we need to. My glasses are over here. We'll get our capacitor kit here. Alright. And we will start taking off some of these old caps. Got a lot underneath of this plate here. So we'll go ahead and start getting him off. That's weird. Oh, come on. Here's my big screwdriver. I lose everything all the time. Nope, this one's stripped. Gosh. Alright. This one. Nope. Batter inside. This one. There we go. Heat sink is unscrewed there. And we'll get it off of our two little supplies here. There's a lot of caps underneath this plate, so I gotta take them off. Alright, there's our caps hidden. I think we have a lot of, let's go ahead and get this stuff set up a little better. So I'm going to be soldering more. I'm going to get this guy closer. So we'll get more fan noise, but I don't want to be breathing this stuff in. Get our soldering iron on, our desoldering iron on. Actually, before this gets too much. Might need to clean him out, but we'll look at that afterwards. Okay. Alright, so we have... I think these are all 10s. You know what? I don't know why I'm trying to figure this out. I could just download the wiki from Console 5. Console 5 wiki Genesis version 3. There you go. Alright, capacitor list. We're looking for 8377107. 8377107. Here we go. Alright, so these over here, 66, 67, and 68 are all 47s. Okay, so we'll go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like basically start here and work my way this way to do caps to make it a little easier, less stressful for moi. 47 16s, but I got 47 25s, so that would be fine. And you know that capacitors are better if you do them up than down. I also may have them in my other cap kit too, but anywho's, let's flip this bad boy over. I'll take off these 3 caps. Oh, I turned it back off, didn't I? Oops. First off, so solder on the caps. Let me get it back up. Could just do it like this too. Might just do that. Might be better on the traces. So what I want to do instead of what I was with the desoldering iron, I'll just use that to clean up the old solder. I'm just going to hold this one on here and pull the cap out. There we go. Another one up. And that's one out. Beautiful. Now, see if this is hot enough. Well, where is it? Maybe it's, oh, there it is. So I'm going to use this guy right here. We're going to basically just stick it in here and we'll see there's a blockage. Alright, feels okay. Nope, it's blocked. Alright, so we will go back here. We'll take off this, and you'll have the spring here that will have the solder that we sucked up last time inside of it. And it's blocking it enough that it's not letting it through. So I'll put it in there, let it cool down. I'll just put another spring on for now. Oh, look at that. We can actually see some of the junk in there. Come on, get out of there. You bastard. Let me see if I can get it from this side. Tweezers! I need a bigger desk.
Yes, space.
Alright, let's try this again. See if we can get that bit out now. Ow! Solder's hot. Almost. This is why you don't buy a cheap one. Alright, now we're through. Okay, now we can get everything back together again. Don't touch that tip, that's really, really hot. Alright, we'll put that on. We'll put this one on. The ones we have at work are so much nicer than this. They spoiled me. We get some nice hot Hickos. And they do the job nice. Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That's what we want. Oh, a little bit more. I'm going to have to add some solder. Go. Oh yeah, that's nice and clean now. Still having trouble with this one. Maybe we can get it from the top. There we go. Alright. Checking. Nah, it still didn't get it all the way out. Did it? No, it did. Okay, we're good. Alright, so now we'll get the new ones in. So, if you're not familiar with capacitors, when you look at them, obviously this is the negative side when you look at the cap. But, when they come out of the factory, the longer end is always your positive. So, obviously you want to follow the positive signs on the board. Alright. Spread our legs a bit. And let's get this guy's ladder back on. How about new solder tips? I don't know if they're going to work with this soldering iron or not. This is one of those weird soldering irons that was branded with Micro Center or MCM Electronics, and so they wanted you to buy their stuff from them. The company no longer exists, so I don't even know what tips to use. So I just bought a generic version tips off of eBay or yeah, one of those sites. First ones were wrong, and I think I got another one that I bought recently, and I don't remember what I did with them. But we'll see how they work after I find them again. They're probably with my EverDrive. They're probably playing my EverDrive right now, but I can't find them. yeah. We'll clean off the
They
board
show up
after
when
we're
you
all
don't
done.
need
Get
them.
all the old paste off and stuff like that. Alright, so the cartridge slot may be filthy. So we'll go in here and clean it up with some alcohol. Actually, we'll do that first, then see if it works with the cartridge after that.
I got weird solder iron Oswell with screw-on tips hollow thing, so I eventually bought a Peinzel, which I think is on something like AT80T100 or something, can even be USB powered, heats up real quick.
That's interesting. Does that work pretty good? So here's our jumpers. Our JP1 jumper actually has a capacitor on it. That's also a 47. We're going to go through these 47s quick.
The very few times I used it, yes. I solder very little.
What is this? C64. 10. He's a 1025. Alright. 1025. I don't like that. Those are tiny 1025s. Let me find my other bin. I don't like that small capacitor. Here's my other bin of capacitors. These are
It
ones
should
I bought
still be based in
individually.
USA, I think so. No import tax for you. Laughing face.
Right? God. I love it how people's like, yeah, tariffs. And it's like, dude, all tariffs are freaking taxes on us. Ugh. People so dumb. I mean, if they weren't dumb, then we wouldn't be having what we have now going on. Alright. These 10s look better. Your 1025. Yeah, that's about the same size as the one I've got. Alright.
Yeah, this is gonna be a weird 4 years, I bet.
Oh my god. And yeah, it's just gonna be just the worst.
I'm amazed no impeachment has been called for.
Yet, I mean he's already a felon. I mean he's already got felon charges on him. All his impeachment is saying that he did something wrong. No, I think the Democrats are doing the...
Yeah, that too.
I think the Democrats are doing the... you know what I'm going to do? We're going to sit back and we're going to let your shit show happen that you guys voted for. So we'll win the next election. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't see any other reason why they're not really doing anything. They're just like, yeah, go ahead. Put all these stupid assholes in places. They don't know what they're doing. That should be fine. Alright. I'm not bitter. No, not at all.
It does look like that, but what's been brought up a few times, like with Obama, you can't clean the mess up in 4 years. He got far, but then his time is up.
Right? Yeah, basically the presidents are just there to clean up the last president's mess. And that's been going on since Reagan. To be fair, Clinton had it cleaned up pretty good, and then it just got trashed again.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, that was a 45. This cat may be installed on the PCB on our side and attached to the PC. For the viewer. Okay. Well, poo. It was like that, right? Let me go look. Where's my other... Genesis at? Where did I put my other one at? There you are. You. They don't have the jumper on which direction. I guess I'll just tone it out. Alright, so let's see here. Negative to negative. Alright. That's right. This one's 10. Beautiful.
IBRB.
Alright, I'll see you in a minute. We'll go ahead and put these two caps on and test it real fast. See if cleaning out the cartridge spot did the job. And see if I blow that cap in the wrong direction. It should be in the right way. Alright. Okay, this 216, alright. That maybe so. Okay. Let's just see what this does with the cartridge now. And then the power is here. Yeah, there we go. It just needed some cleaning. Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we got here to here. Now we're moving on down the line. We'll go ahead and get these two back here, which we got 10, 10, 47, 10, 47, and a 10. Alright.
Laughing face.
What's that? I got a genocide right here. We're recapping it. Somebody wanted one. They wanted me to mod their Model 3. Now I was telling them that we might as well just get you a Model 1 to do all the goodies that a Model 3 mod would do.
That's me. I'm the one who wanted it.
Oh!
LOL.
That's you. I didn't realize who it was. Yeah, I found you a version 3 without the TMM. So it doesn't pop up and say licensed by Sega. It's the original boards. So it doesn't have the lockout. So we're good. Right now I'm just trying to get all the right caps in all the right places.
Is that BIOS a bad thing?
No,
Always
not at
wondered
all.
about it.
It's there's just some games that are locked out if you use that. But they're only like a few games. It's a 50 volt 10. I need a 16. I need two of the 2 10s. Yeah. I got a bunch of 10s in here. Trying to find
With
them.
my luck, it'd be one I want to play.
Oh no! This one lets you play all of them. The other one, the other version has a few that blocks out. Okay, I need to organize these by voltage. All right, we'll just start putting them in here. They're at 50. Got all these 10s, and I just put them all in the same container together. And I need to find the right ones. You are a 1050. Hey, there's a 1025. I think you're 1025 also. Yep. Alright, there's those two. So that covers those two. Now we need to find a 47. Okay, you're 1035. You don't. What are you? I'm gonna go to my organize these. 1016. Alright. 1016. Alright, 47s should be over here. No, this is 33. 33.
Good morning. I wish I had your skills. Saves me all the cost of paying someone else to do it for me.
There we go, 47. You know, we're going to need some more 47, so let's see if I got some more in my hand. 47. 47, 16. And you're a fat 47. Still 47. Alright. Let's go ahead and we need... I got console 5. I got their tech wiki up, or I did. Did I head back on it? I must have. Yeah, here we go. We are on board. There we go. There's our board. So I got my tech wiki up from console 5 to tell me what every cap is. So we'll change out them by one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take out these 3. I'm working this way, so I've got these done over here. I'm going to work on the top here, then I'll work here, and then we'll do the jumbo one, the power.
EverDrive Pro and any regular NTSC Genesis game.
Yes. Yeah, it will. Actually, the only thing that stops it from doing Japanese is the cartridge slot. So if you have a Game Genie, you can play European and Japanese games. Alright. Let's see here. We got these 3 here. There they are. Alright, so what I do here. Alright, boom. I will add some solder here. Kind of make
EverDrive Pro at TWN.
Yeah, I will get the EverDrive Pro out and test it. I gotta find it. I've misplaced it. I was using it earlier to do some testing on my Nomad, and I thought I left it in my Nomad, but it's not. So I need to find out where it is. these up little by little. There we go. One out. I can also just use my desoldering iron. I'm going to kind of go in here and sometimes it doesn't get around the pin, so I still have to go back in there with the soldering iron. So what I've been doing is I'm just going to go through and I'll pull them one out at a, I'll pull out the cap one at a time, and then we'll put them back in. There we go. You want to be careful when you do this. If you're ever trying to do something like this, is because if you don't have the solder melted and you pull out the leg, and you're too forceful, you're going to pull the pad off. Then you're going to have a bad time. Come on. Get out of there. Who's holding on? Okay. It's this one that's holding on. There we go. Let's get that over here. Come on. There we go. Alright, so I'll go back over the holes that aren't clear. We'll add more solder to them. It gives it a little bit more biting room for the desoldering iron to work. And it adds a little bit lead to it so it can suck them up easier. There we go. Now we'll flip her back over. Actually, where's my brush here? Go ahead and clean them up here. Some of this stuff is from the factory. They just left it on there. There we go. We'll clean that up better afterwards. Once I get all this done, I'm going to give it a good scrubbing and wash it up and get it ready. I also do with the shelf too. Yep. This is why I don't want to sell on eBay. They won't appreciate what I do. I'll do all this work and they'll be like, well, you're selling it for more than other people. I'm like, well, yeah, because I actually care. Sorry, my bad. Don't mean to care. It's more of the Genesis, you know? I want it to live for as long as it can.
Does the Genesis have that ding connector? I think it was used for SCART here.
Yeah, this one right here. You can use this one for SCART too. So the Genesis has RGB.
I get that.
They have what am I a brain fart? You can the HD Retrovision cables you can buy does component out of that, so it looks nice. That was my 10. Yeah, that was my 10. Where's my other 10 at? Was the other 10? I think was C5.
Oh, component lab.
C5. Yep, that's the 10. All right. And then we need the 47, I think was in the middle. C65. Yeah. Alright. We can give him the little fat dude. There we go. I have another Genesis that's not going out, but if I get this one done, I'm going to at least replace its controller connector and see if I can find a shelf for him. There we go. Away plastic. All right. That looks nice. Where's my other snips at? These kind of suck. Yeah, they are. Those are the good ones. Oh yeah. Like butter. Alright, so now we are here. Going down the board here. We are 1016. I should just find a bunch of 10s because I've got a lot of 10s here. So hold on, let's move the Genesis out of the way for a moment. I'm going to get all my cats that's in my 10 bucket out. That way I can find the good ones. All of them would work. Like, so with the capacitors, as long as you're using a capacitor that's your same farad marking, so microfarads or nanofarads, it's fine as long as the voltage is higher than the original capacitors. So a lot of these that I'm taking off are 16 volts. I'm putting in a 24 volt or a 35 volt. Only because the 16 volts I have seem really small, and I want to have a little bit better on the capacitance. So I'm going to put the small 16s with my other small 16s in here real fast. I know, super exciting watching organizing capacitors. Actually, those aren't 16s, those are 25s. That's tiny. Alright,
Hello
well.
now. Sega baby.
Yeah. Alright.
Put M next to the flux one.
Oh, I've got a. Let's see. Here's my capacitor. I don't have a flux capacitor right now. That'd be great. I think my biggest one I have over here is a 200. This guy is a beefy one. It's a 4.7. It's 350 volt. I forget what that was for. I think it was for like the ColecoVision or something. 1050. Alright, so we'll put the 50s over. Actually, we put the 50s in here. That's a 1050. I bet all of these are 1050s. So we'll go ahead and grab these round ones. Check them. 1050. 1050. 1050. 1050. Alright. So far, so good. They're all 1050.
Hey, sorry. I was on the phone, so I missed a lot.
Oh,
It rang at 9:15 in the freaking AM. Wow.
all good. No, right now I'm just trying to get the capacitors out that I'm going to use to make it easier for me to find them. So I'm going to organize my 10s because on the list, a lot of them are 10s. I think we got one 1025 and the rest are 1016s. So I'm just going to try to find all 1025s and use those. I think most of the black ones are 1025s. Yeah. So I'm just trying to make my life easier. So I'm not sorting through all of them everywhere all of the time. This would have been easier if I just bought a cat kit from Console 5 and they would all be nice and organized and ready to go, but I like my stuff cheaper because if I buy the caps...
Your camera keeps kind of Flashing a frame. Not sure how to word it.
Oh, really?
Maybe take a look at the .dot when you are done today.
Let me go and do... Oh, I see. I just caught it. Hold on. Sometime if I deactivate and reactivate it, that clicks. Now, to be fair, this is a camera that I stopped using because it started messing up before. Alright, let's see if it does it again. But a lot of times if I deactivate and reactivate it, it's happy. 1050. 25. Let me know if it does it again. Alright, I'm running out of space in that 1050 spot. No, don't go down there. $25. 25. Alright, there we go. All the rest of these guys should be enough I need left. Let's see. Yeah, we should be good there. And all these are 16s, which technically is what it calls for, but I don't know. I'd feel better using those in the Game Gear. Okay, there we go. And we got that done. Now our 47s. I think all these are the right 47s. 1647. 1647. 1647. Yeah. We're good on those. Alright. Back to the fun we were having before. Alright. Boop. And we're back to our regularly scheduled program. So we got a 10 and a 10 on 13 and on 72.
What brand capacitors done?
The brand I'm using are... It says Lemon.
This stop Genesis. Next stop CDI.
Yeah, Lemon. I don't know what they came from. I bought them from Parts Express near me. So I'm not sure what. So that way I don't have to pay shipping on the little bag. But I'm not sure if the branding. Alright, so we have this one and this one. I guess we can just go crazy and start taking all these out. We're about to get on that big line of capacitors. Alright.
It's a VA3 nice, so no TMSS screen.
Right.
So, here's the twist. I was in the pawn shop yesterday after my appointment, and by pure coincidence, well, I now have another Super NES Turbo Touch 360.
I need to get a NES Turbo Touch because my NES Turbo Touch doesn't work. It's it just messes up the console when you plug it in.
The camera is messing up again.
Is it?
What pawn shop has retro stuff?
Yeah, I guess I get to get another camera. This one, crap it out on me. I might have another camera somewhere. I was going to use my phone, but it
Sorry.
But my phone, all the apps that wants to let you use your phone as a webcam, it's stupid expensive. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have to pay monthly.
Every now and then.
Yeah. Let me check it out here in a moment. I'll try unplugging it and plugging it back in. That seems to fix things, right? Alright.
Droidcam is free as far as I know. used to 8 please.
Droid cam? Alright, I'll take a look at that. Because that's what I was originally going to do, is use that as a webcam with my phone, but all of them would disable like a lot of the phone features. Like I couldn't zoom in or do anything like that. And 72, I believe. I believe both of these were 10s. So, 10. And 13. Use the 10.
This works fine though, that glitch is gone quicker than we can notice.
Alright. I have one more idea. Let me try this. I know why it's glitching actually. I think it's the power use of my soldering iron and stuff. Let me unplug it and plug it back in. Because my lights are also flickering. And I think I'm gonna turn off that light. You can still see? Yeah. I think I'm using too much power on this circuit.
It doesn't bother me. I was just worried about him and his head.
Ah,
Oh,
gotcha.
that is strange.
Well, okay, so I have a USB. Let me do this. I'm running a USB power strip here, and that's plugged into my computer. And I'm wondering if I take that out of the circuit and just put the camera on here and take this power off. That might give us a little bit extra oomph. I think that's my camera there. I need that in. No, I can't see it all. Hold on.
Yeah, but your light's flickering as well.
Yeah.
Seems a bit odd.
It's not wanting to turn on now. Oh my gosh. Everything is awesome. Yeah.
Sounds like you need some of that Euro 220 volts juice tablet.
Yeah. Something like that. Alright. Is the camera back on? No. Hold on. Oh no! Kill the camera? So what I did is I unplugged the power strip from the camera, so that way it wouldn't be affecting it at all. And now the camera doesn't want to work through the USB alone because my computer hates me. Alright, I missed the glitch. Hold on. Hold on.
At least using both the air oven and the microwave doesn't blow your breaker like mine.
Come on. Rate it. I had to mess with it. Now it's not even showing up on my stream stuff. Alright, well, crap. Give me a minute here.
I hate not to open my mouth.
Right?
Sad face.
It's alright. I'm gonna see if I can find my other webcam. Actually, can the Nikon be a webcam?
I'll send you one of mine as apology when I send the stuff for this.
Let me see if I can get this thing to be a webcam. Got HDMI out. And what do we have here? It has AV out, but it's got a weird looking USB. I don't recognize that one. But then I could attach this there, and we could use this as a camera. Or I can use the HDMI out. That's a micro HDMI out? Let me look. Oh. Well, it's not a micro, which is that. It's like a slightly different HDMI. Let me go see if I've got that.
The old phone charger one.
Here we go. I think it's this
Just
one.
to shoot the breeze for a second.
Oh, you're fine.
Common knowledge that Turbo Touch has controllers for NES, Super NES, and Genesis. I recently learned that one for IBM computers might have existed at one point as well.
Really? That's kind of cool. Let me see if I can get this to work. We're gonna do this the easy, not easy at all. We're going to go over here. Got an USB HDMI extension. We're going to plug the extension in. Alright. We're going to use this HDMI out. I don't think these batteries are good, but let's see. Put them back in. Okay. Plus.
Oh, an actual camera.
Yeah. I've just never done it like this, so if this works, we'll be back in business.
If this link works in this chat, it's a photo that shows it, and says IBM PC.
Let's see. Interesting. Oh, I've got a Turbo Touch Lite controller that's not really Turbo Touch. Let me get that for you so you can see that. Let me first plug this guy in so we can start.
FTAG pad is a touchpad board.
Okay. Now I gotta find batteries. I'll be right back.
It's sort of plastic, but touch sensitive. Okay, and then before the Steam gamepad. Yes. Curious if that's any good.
Alright. Batteries in. Take two. We'll get these batteries out so they don't mix up. Again,
Typically, no.
I need a trash can.
Helped me beat a mini game on Super Mario RPG that bugged me for decades. Oh nice, it was good for something then LOL.
Alright. Take two. Oh! There's like everything there. There's a photo.
I just love old, weird, video game controllers.
Oh, there's Lily recording something. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, they can be really nice.
How am I getting out of this screen now? Is this only for... That's all playback. Why can I do... Oh, I guess can I only do playback? Oh, come on. Nope. I want to go back. Get out of this area, please. Nope. Just look at her legs. Enjoying legs? Alright. Okay. I'm out of that. Oh crap. So my HDMI can only do a recording I've already done. I can't have the HDMI stream.
At Hell's Angel 79 I used to do a series of Right UPS for my blog on RF Generation about how different NES games work with the Power Glove. It was a different, much more fun time in my life.
I still have the Power Glove stuff hooked up, like the connector over here. Let's see if this digital camera decided to work for me. I left it unplugged for a minute.
I never had a Power Glove, but I bet it's a thing I don't miss.
Come on.
It's so bad. The SN programmable, I think it is for SNES, that was one of my favorites. Pre-programmed macros can record your own and rapid fire. What if I told you the Japanese one worked just a tiny bit better than the USA one?
Well, this isn't good.
Well, I mean the Famicom is better. I don't think that makes much difference, like not working to slightly less not working still seems it's not working, but I've never used one. But interesting find though.
Alright. Okay. Let's see if I can get this one to work. It might be I just messed up something.
Use your face webcam to work on the Genesis Slash.
That's what I'm doing. Hold on. I just gotta move it.
Yeah, I see now. I started typing before you moved it. Sorry.
All good. Alright, now we're looking at the ceiling. My stupid light here also stopped working when we did that. I'm going to try plugging that back in again. I have no idea why everything decided to stop working when I unplugged one thing.
Now we see a ceiling, some legs, some
Hooray!
shoes, and a retrowing style background.
I gotta get this guy off here. Oh my god. Get this on a little bit. Gotta reroute the wires here. Alright. That's something. I don't know why this camera is not wanting to work though. That's freaking annoying. Oh, not the camera and let me get. You guys don't need to see Lily's legs.
At least you are professional enough to stay live while fixing it. I was always scared to stay on camera while trying to fix things.
Yeah, so my LED light up top is not going to work. So if I think that's enough light coming from here. Let me change this type of light. Yeah, we'll change it to a brighter white. Alright. Hey, remember what we were doing? Anywho. Yeah. Super fun. I'm going to figure out how to make that camera into a webcam. Because that would be better and easier. It's probably with the computer outside.
I don't think I was told what we were doing.
Oh! I'm recapping and getting prepared a Sega Genesis for the Dank in the chat. We're doing a trade. So he gets a Sega Genesis, and I get an Xbox and a Famicom.
That's me. LOL.
Alright. He's also screwing my camera and my web light and all that other stuff too. That's his fault too. I'm joking. Alright, we're looking for 2200 6.5 volt.
Wait, Xbox. I thought it was just the 360 game and the Famicom. Did we miscommunicate?
What's that? No, that's it. Yeah, what did I say? I just said something wrong? And like an
You
old
said Xbox.
I said it. I said sorry. Yeah. Yeah, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, we're looking at a 2200 16 volt.
Scare man.
Here's something you don't understand. How you could just scare a man. That looks good. Alright, we got the legs out. So this was one that they forgot to make a trace for. So we're just going to have to take him out of circuit.
It's an Xbox now. I see what Doug did there.
I don't think these have... yeah, they don't have legs that go through on this one.
I don't.
So weird. Yeah, they just completely forgot. Alright. Alright, there we go. We got him off. And we'll put this one on.
Sega is always shipping out botches.
There we go. That's... I don't know why they forgot this. A little bit more solder there. More solder there. There we go. Alright, so that gives that
and
one.
for anyone wondering if I'm smoking things, I'm not. Dank Momentum is a joke based on Shrek, a 2001 film, and my online handle is Red McKnight, but I had to forfeit the name on Twitch after a falling out.
Ah, okay. So these are a bunch of 1 microfarad. We have 10 of those. That should be good. We should have enough of those. And then we got another 10 volt, or 10 microfarad, and where's your 10 microfarad? Okay, 10, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. It'll be going to fun times. Let's go ahead and put some more solder on all of these because there's not a lot of solder on them anyway. I don't want to pull any traces.
Doesn't the RF unit have a little cap hiding inside?
It does.
Congratulations. You received 100 messages today with Rest Green Chat.
I got an AV cable for you. Do you plan on using the RF? I wasn't planning on taking off the RF unit, but I can.
Oh, and I said that, not me.
Oh, okay.
From now on, I will preface messages with my name for you.
I can turn that on actually. Hold on. It would just, it reads the entire name. But it's not a bad idea because I keep on listening to people. Hey. Hey, thanks for the follow. There we go. Settings. Um, notifications. Read nicknames. Alright, now it will say your nickname when you chat. Maybe. Or it's still all broken.
Dagmamed read 64 bits. I have a camera called the PS3i, and I think it works on computers as a webcam.
I have a
I will
PS3i.
send it to you when I send the other stuff.
I forgot about that.
Oh, and I Densetsu. You have a long name, Dagmamed.
Come on, get out of there. All the cool kids are getting out of their slots. There we go. Come on. There you go. And then one more in this long. We might take out some other caps too, since we're on a roll, and it might make it easier. Yeah. What is this one stuck on? I don't see any solder coming out.
Dagmamed read 64 bits. I will change it in 2 months when it lets me.
There we go.
I was just on the spot since I had lost the right to my old name. LOL.
Why did you just make it like Red Knight 2? Red McKnight 2 or something.
Dagmamed read 64 bits. I was freaking out and in a hurry. LOL.
Oh, fair enough.
Densetsu. I call the Sega Model 1 an ocean of capacitors.
It really is. This is ridiculous. Alright, so I'm just going to do what I did with the last one. Cut the tips off. And it falls right out. There we go. Alright, we got you guys done. We get you left over here, and then we can get all of this fun crap. We'll get that done. We're just gonna take off the rest of them now. Then I can clean the board. Once I take that off, I'll clean the board up a little bit because there's a lot of dirt under these capacitors. Yeah, there's some dirt over here too. I might have to just take it and wash it. Alright then, let's just...
Dagmamed read 64 bits. What is in a capacitor? Professor Doug. Is it really liquid? Some people say the caps leak, so is it liquid?
It's a fluid, yes. Inside a cap there is a fluid that you'll get, and it's nasty. It's corrosive. When they pop and they bleed out, it's a very corrosive fluid. But you can technically make a capacitor with a couple cups in water. But yeah, it's not a very good one. But I've messed up and I put a cap in backwards once. And talking about a stink, when that thing pops, you're not having a good day. And there's different type of capacitors. So there's some capacitors that last a lot longer than these.
Dagmaman red 64 bits. How long are these expected to last? 30 years like the original or longer?
Yeah, they're about 30 to 40 years, depending on use. What I suggest doing, if you haven't played a console in more than 3 years, let it warm up and just kind of sit there on power for a little bit, without like pushing it. So that will let the capacitors basically reform themselves a little bit. On the big capacitors I use at work, we'll leave them for an hour reforming. Oh my gosh. So the first couple are resistors.
Dagmaman red 64 bits. Cap 1 says, hey, it's time to wake up, guys. And Cap 2 says it has been 30 years.
Yeah.
And I then said to, I changed capacitors on everything. It upset some people put there for some reason.
Why would it upset anyone? I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. Not hurting no one, Skeeter. Now settle down, Skeeter. It's not hurting no one. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense is why people get upset. That I don't understand that. I gotta start doing my Super Nintendos.
Dagmaman red 64 bits. This is like what people call ASMR, throw some calm vaporwave or retro wave music over these as VOD videos on YouTube. And you have repair ASMR to sleep to.
Right?
Smiley face emoji.
Thanks, I'm so boring. I'm just kidding. I know that's not what you mean. What was that one? I didn't see. So this one's another 2210. We got some of those, alright. And this guy is a 116. And we're going
red 64 bits. No, I am serious. This is very relaxing.
Oh.
I am never calm these days, and this legitimately helps me.
Well, good. We can put on some calm video game music in the background. Or royalty-free. No, I don't care. I don't get paid for this by anyone anyway.
Hell's Angel 79. It is very satisfying to watch yet.
Knowing we're giving these old things new life is what I love. So we have...
And I then said to, I think those people that get upset are too lazy to change them out or are jealous that they can't do the work and claim the caps don't need changing out.
I mean, I could test these caps, and to be fair, these are decent caps. What Sega has in theirs are usually really good, but 1989, guys, that's how old these caps are. Do we really want to press it? You know, it's... I've changed out caps and stuff that's like at work. We change out caps in any of our equipment that we sell if it's more than 10 years old. And I mean, he's being overly cautious. I think we should be okay at 20, but still. 1990 was a long time ago. Ugh. So I'm having a little bit more difficult with these because if you can see, I don't know if you can tell very well, the traces are thicker. If you look here, it's got a thicker trace, and that means the trace picks up a lot of
the red 64 bits. I was born in 1988 and will be 37 this year, so yes, please change them. I actually cannot do it myself due to a missing part of myself, so I will gladly pay or trade for the service like I am doing this time.
Fair enough. I don't mind doing it for people.
Sensu. Yeah, I changed them out because there's no way I'm opening up my consoles every year to check for leaky caps.
Yeah. The console I'm not looking forward to changing the caps on, is my Vectrex system. That one I'm kind of scared to take apart. Okay, so we got these. So close. Okay, so we get that. Kind of go back and forth. Alright. My back is starting to hurt. I'm kind of like leaning over in a weird position to not get my head over the camera.
The King Dom Wars. You have a Vectrex system.
I do.
What system do you not have?
Well, I just got a Bailey's Astrocade, which was one that I've been wanting for a while. I really want my wish list console, or not console, but I want a 16-bit, like Amiga. I would love to get a Amiga 1200. That's my wish list computer / console that I would love to get. The Commodore Amiga, but yeah, I don't need it. It's one of those things that's like, I would love to get that thing, but I'm not. I don't want to spend the $700 or $800 that people's asking for it. See when at Goodwill cheap.
64 bits. I used to be able to solder and desolder really well, but then I got all shaky. Then I lost part of myself, as I said, so I just can't anymore.
How did
My
you
favorite accomplishment was the save battery in the 3D OFC1.
Nice. More tins. Okay. So many little caps. Alright, next couple. That's it. The big mod that I plan on doing soon is I got the I don't know if you was here when I was talking about it, but I got the Nintendo RGB mod, and I'm gonna put it in my twin Famicom, and then I'm gonna redo the belt on that, and all that fun stuff. And I figured I will tip one of those bigger mods to just make sure I can do that on one of my consoles before I do it on someone else's. I also got some RAM chips, so that way I don't have to worry about my batteries dying in my Saturn if I want to install them. I haven't done that yet either. Okay, so we got two more. What is this? 16. I gotta make sure I've got the caps. I mean, if there's a cap I'm missing, I'll have to I'll order it, but I should have all the caps that's on the Genesis. I need to add more solder to that one. There we go. That one did not want to come out. The holes look clean. Whew. Alright. So what I plan on doing is I will get all of these off. Going to go wash the board. Make sure everything looks good and clean. Then we'll put the caps back on. And we should be good to go. I'm going to clean the shell too. And I got to get the metal casing, the metal shroud. I need to find where the RF shroud went. It's not necessary. Just for completionary purposes. Get all that stuff together. Let's go. Which way is it?
Wow, that is some bad luck there. Dankmaman on red 64 bits.
We got one more cap in this section. It's right here. And what's nice about this is when people say they're doing a triple bypass to improve the audio of the Genesis, they're trying to make it sound like this Genesis. So, Model 1 with the HD video markings, version 3, has some of the best audio. Alright. Oh my gosh! And our next bank. We got all those done. We got this one here. Making our way downtown. I could turn on an audio book in the background, but then they would like get mad that I was playing it as a performance piece or something. We listened to Console Wars audiobook. Everything looks good. Alright, so now fuses are there. Now we got a freaking other huge bank of capacitors. Hooray. And then after we get these off, that's all the ones we need to get off. All of the other ones are done. If you care about the RF unit, I can take that off. But everything else looks fairly good. Alright. Starting up here. Yep, that's it. Then one next to it. Come on. What's interesting is I see a lot of British people do this. I like to watch my mate Vinny. I like to watch Joey Does Tech. They do mostly newer stuff. Vinny does whatever he gets a hold of, and Joey does PS5s a lot of times. But I like how Joey does it and kind of talks about what he's doing and the heat and everything else to make sure you understand if you're going to try it roughly where you need to be on heat and everything. But now, my heat, my air gun is one of the generic ones I got off Amazon. So I honestly don't know if it would be good enough to even be right on the money for power, because I don't know how high it gets up. And heat guns are mostly used for top surface SMDs. That's what they are called. Like these are called SMD chips. If you didn't know that. All right, let's start getting these guys depopulated. So what's really funny is that I'm over here capping this, and I've only recapped 2 other Genesis, and neither one of them was mine. I got an XI that we'll have to tune here that I kept for somebody.
Hell's
And I
Angel
have
79. No idea to be honest, LOL.
And then the other one I recapped was Corey from My Life in Gaming, and I don't know if you watched that. He's a nice dude. So if you're wondering why I'm cutting off the tips of these before I take them out and just not pulling them out, they're bent so far, if I pull them out, I might pull the trace with it. So I'm cutting off the tip because that makes them straighter to pull out instead of the bend that I had originally. I kind of keep them, like on the bottom when I heat them up, I wiggle them a little bit to watch them move. I wiggle them so that way I can feel when they're disconnected and not on any of the side walls of the via. Come on. There we go. Got it.
Did you try Discord?
For what?
Dagman on red 64 bits. Yes, he's idle.
Oh. Voice chat. What's broken? My voice chat? Or, hold on, I'm confused. Discord is messed up? Alright. I can live with Discord being messed up. Alright. Can you hear me? That's all I care about. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the conversation you guys are doing. Hey, you know what? That's what I could do. I could stream my phone to Discord.
Dangmaman read 64 bits. No. The transcribing here on Twitch isn't working.
Ah. Gotcha. But you can hear my voice okay. Just a few more. Then we start putting them back on again. Oh, that was not a capacitor. That was a resistor. So that got back on there. Alright, there we go. Oopsie! So then we skip over that capacitor. I didn't take that one off, so we skip it. 59 is our next one. Okay. Alright, so where are we at? We have this row here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright, so
Dangmaman read 64 bits. Trying now. We can hear you, but I had a question.
Yes.
Since the transcribing on here is being picky, you couldn't hear me or the others consistently through the robot voice.
Ah, okay, gotcha. But you mentioning Discord made me think, I wonder if I do a live on Discord with my phone, and then capture that video using my computer, I could then technically make it a webcam. Is that right? Let me skip that one, go down one.
Dangmaman read 64 bits.
Why did I agree to recap?
Does this one have the port for the mega modem? I know it seems useless, but I have a plan.
This?
It's not a requirement at all since X-band cartridges are a thing, but I was curious.
Yeah, you can use the serial port here. Yeah. They didn't take that away until version 7. Or 6.8.
Dangmaman read 64 bits. Yay. Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, I try to get you the best model. Like a Tyra Banks type model here, buddy. She may be a little older, but I'd hit that. I mean, yeah, this is a grid board. Okay. What? you off, and you off. Boop, boop. Alright. 3 more caps! Woo! Party! Okay. We're down, and then there were 2. I've, let's see, where is it? Lost my solder.
Dangman on red 64 bits. Just to let you know my plan, it's a bit of an experiment, but someone said I can emulate a landline with an actual Genesis and play online. Me and a friend are gonna try that and record a video for fun if it works.
Oh, that's so cool. I got my X-Band working with a modem, with a like a hacked, not X-Band. I'm sorry, my Sega Saturn's modem. I can play online with that. Do you have one of those? Come on. Is the right wire? No, it's not. This is the right wire. Going the wrong way. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Dangman on red 64 bits. Saturn, no, but I can buy an X-Band cartridge on eBay if I need to.
I have a brand new one in box. So we could. I'll pop it open if we could play some Genesis games with it. Do you redirect the network? Oh, what would be really cool? I really want to figure out. I know the basics on how the Sega channel adapter works, but it's how it's so basically it's constantly looking for a broadcast of the ROMs. So the ROMs are constantly being broadcast to it, and then it kind of pulls it up because it broadcasts one ROM at a time originally. It was like the internet where it was on demand. So when they would send the Genesis games in or out, it would just be constantly sending out one at a time. So your game would load faster or slower depending on where you were when you asked for it. So I'm like, technically we should be able to reproduce that and make our own cable system. And then that way it would be really cool to broadcast from your computer ROMs of all the Genesis games, but pull them up using the Sega channel. Alright, there's that. While I was messing around with everything else, I bumped this wire off. So we'll fix that real fast. Come on.
Dangman on red 64 bits. Can that actually happen right now, or is it just experimental?
With the Sega channel, it'd be all experimental because I just know how it worked because I work for the cable company, but I don't know how to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to actually... Yeah, I'm not the type of person I can repair stuff, but I'm not the type that has like I wouldn't be able to reverse engineer and find out what frequency it's looking for on the Genesis. And that's what we need to know. Come on. Get in there. No, you want to. Come on, wire. Come on. I put some clean flux.
And I Densetsu. Yeah, I'm just a glorified parts remover myself. No electrical engineering for me.
Yeah, I remove parts all day long. Okay, there we go. That's back on. Look at all those caps. My God. Think of the children. Alright, give me one moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to run up and... we're going to run around my house and find what I did with my... I have my trash can here, but it didn't have the bin in it. So I need to find that so I can get rid of these caps. It's here somewhere. Alright, I found a box. A trash box. I knew I had one here somewhere. Okay. Alright. Well, since I don't have the video going, I guess I can make this guy bigger. For now. Transform.
Red 64 bits. Dougly throws an old cap away and it explodes. That's actually a scary thought.
That would be the bomb. Wait, hold on. Alright, there we go. Now you can see better. I don't know what that's for. I won't throw that away. Maybe this isn't trash.
Red 64 bits. All this talk of modern video games and quote-unquote pandering makes me ask for this stuff, so I can be authentic but modern with classic games. I think I'll christen this one with Pool's Eamon.
We're getting close here. Alright. Some more crap over here? Yeah, alright, excellent. Let's clean her up.
Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. Professor Doug, what is a capacitor actually for? What does it do?
So it takes the voltage and cleans up the signal. And it will release the signal in whatever way they desire. So it basically just takes your voltage and then smooths it out a little bit. Is the best way to describe it. And when it goes bad, it doesn't smooth it out as much, or it blocks the voltage from going through at all. I need my paintbrush.
Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. Strangely, I understood all of that.
Hooray!
Hell's Angel 79. I always think of it as a bucket where you can temporarily store an amount of electric in.
That's a good way to think of it too. Yeah.
Hell's Angel 79. Sort of like a battery.
Yeah, yeah. They actually have supercapacitors that act as batteries. So that's a good way to think of it too. They'll hold a voltage a lot longer. But that's also like the capacitor that destroys the original Xbox is a supercapacitor.
Hell's Angel 79. Oh wow.
Alright.
Hell's Angel 79. It unloads all of it at once and poop Xbox?
Well, it acts more like it just holds the voltage while, like when it's off, and then it will, like, for batteries and stuff like that, and then it will slowly release it as required. Alright, that side looking a lot better. Looks like something I'll take home to Mama. Alright, let's go ahead and get this side cleaned up now.
Hell's Angel 79. Just curious, laughing face. Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. Professor, if I subscribe to you or buy bits, do you actually get money from Twitch, or is that not a real thing?
No, I do. I've had one paycheck from Twitch, but they only pay me after I get $100 worth. Now I've got a donation on my page which goes straight to my Vimeo, and I got a I think another donation thing on there too for PayPal. But yeah, if you do bits and you do subscriptions, I do get paid eventually. But my first paycheck was after 5 years of people subscribing to me, because I don't get a lot of them, since they don't do it until I get $100 or more. And I don't know what I'm at right now, but it's not near there. Because they keep, if you like subscribe to me, because I'm not a partner, they keep most of that. I only get a small percentage of when they pay out But not the subscription. Yeah, the subscription, the subscribe. I think it's like they keep 2/3 of it. Or not 2/3, 3/3. 3/3. No, it is 2/3. And I get a third. So that takes a while for $100 to happen. Alright. I think we're better. Let's go ahead and turn on the heat gun just to dry out the alcohol. Alright. Heat gun really makes the light flicker. Alright, put that guy back. Alright, let's do some casts. Can I hold this onto my board holder? I don't think I can. My board holder, I don't think goes wide enough for a Genesis. But that would make my life easier. Yeah, it's too small. Boom! Boom, I say! Okay, now let's do all that in reverse. We'll start up here. Get my glasses on so I can see what cap we're looking at. We'll just start popping caps. Alright, so we will start at the top. What are you? C63. 47? Well, do I have a 47 for you, my friend? Alright. 31. 10. I didn't. This one has a 3. What? I think that's cap 32. 100. Okay, let me look at the little drawing. Because there's one of them I can't tell. Here. So, yeah, he's kept 30, 32, and that's 86. All right. Wait a second, 31. Yeah, 10. 63. That was 47. Yes. 32 is a 2200 10 volt. 2210. Right now. 2210.
Dank Mehmet Omred 64 bits. I just got a thought, if the parts for this cost you money, you can write it off tax forms because you are doing it for me, a disabled individual. I am serious. Douglas Sierra happy.
Honestly, I have no idea how I could have done that, because what was that? That was 86. I bought these caps so long ago. I have no idea. Let me look at that picture again. Picture 86. Yeah, that's 86 and 24. 86. 24 is 100. 86. Is 100. Okay. So we're looking for 100. 110 volt. 100. 116 works just fine.
Dank Mamedam read 64 bits. Oh, I am officially disabled. I have autism, and I lost part of myself, so if you need to buy more, write them up and send the tax guys to me. LOL.
I have no... Yeah, I will say... That's alright. I might be considered disabled soon. I'm still in pain for my electric shock. And can't do as much as I used to. 24 and 30... 24 and 38. Alright. Help me remember that. 24. Okay, 24 is 100. There's another one of these 100 guys I just used. Yep. There's 110. Alright. Alright. 38 is a 10. We got our 10s over here. Yep. Okay. I think this is your audio circuit I'm working on right now. 59.
Dank Mamedam read 64 bits.
47.
You have a young child with medical needs, correct?
I've got 2 young
you need
kids.
The money for you and her, so saving is good for you. Tax exemption is saving money. Saving money equals a happy professor and a sneaky red.
Yeah, I've got 2 disabled kids. See, 100. 74. There's a 110. Look at all this junk off of this trunk. I'm gonna get you drunk. Get you love drunk. Alright. We're back got another 100. Make sure I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, wouldn't that suck if I was looking at the wrong Sega sheet? We're putting all these in and find out I looked at the wrong one and
Dank Mamedam read 64 bits. Professor Doug is next American Idol. It's canon, guys.
Well, crap. Hold on, let's see. $74 C4. Okay, so the negative is showing on the dash. 30, the negative is down below. So this one doesn't have a plus or a minus on it. I've just got to guess. Luckily enough, they marked it correctly on the sheet so I could see. So 30's there. 60. Yeah, okay, that's right. All right. Now we're looking at 60. Sorry, am I still in shot? Okay. I realized I was pulling the board off. Alright, we'll put 60 in, and then 32. We'll put that one in. There's 100. And then I'll start deciding all these bad boys on. Alright. Whew, that was one big old audio circuit. Let's get under here and start soldering and snipping. Alright.
Dank Mamedam read 64 bits. Sorry if this is causing you too much trouble. I'll throw in a couple bonuses too. Box is almost packed up.
I appreciate it. Oh, don't forget to send me your address on something, so I know how to where I'm sending this.
Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. I did.
All right, cool. Yeah, I haven't checked. I need to do a trade with Hells, but I don't think he has a PAL Genesis or Mega Drive. I really want to get a PAL Mega Drive. I've got a Japanese one. Oh yeah. I need to also get people to watch me from South Korea and give me a Samsung, Sega Samsung games. I don't think that's ever going to happen. That'd be like the last two Genesis models I need to have, like one of each one across the world.
Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. Korea. I know where one is. I will inquire about it for you. No guarantees, but I will definitely talk to the guy.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's a dream console, but I don't think I'll ever get it at a reasonable price. Those are ones that are like people suffer way too much. Oh, I'm missing one. How did I miss that guy? Okay. Getting too many wires in the way now. Need to start snipping soon. Alright. Let's make sure they're all in good positioning. Yep. And then who did I miss? I thought I put one in there. Yeah, 10 volt. I put a 10 in there. Did it fall out? It did. Let's see, I know I put a 10 in there. Anyone else fall out? I don't think we had anything in 84.
Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. He is usually strange, but flexible. He may request something weird for it, like a South American Tiger R Zone. He's odd, but trustworthy.
That's funny. I got a full set of the Sonic LCD screens consoles. Let's see here. Do you remember when McDonald's did that in their Happy Meal?
Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. Tiger Sonic 3 handheld. I have one of those and I love it.
Let me go find them here in a second. I'll show you which ones I'm talking about. I have a Sonic 2 Tiger handheld. Alright, let me get these all off there. We'll check and see if everything looks good.
Dank Mehmet read 64 bits. No, I know what they are.
Okay.
No need to get up. Just asking.
Okay, all that looks good. Let's check it again on top. Everybody looks like they're in the right directions. Alright. Section's good. Alright, now we can do is get this metal plate here. And we'll clean off the old thermal paste to keep these chips cool. And we'll put some new stuff on. We'll get this back on the Genesis. Yeah, I don't see any other reason to be under here.
Dank Mehmet Red 64 bits. I'm gonna contact a friend of mine for a big Sonic sticker to add to this. Make it look fancy.
You know what I would like? Is a big Sega sticker, like a trying to find one to go on my Dreamcast spinners. I requested somebody to make some from out of vinyl, but they haven't came back with a quote yet. Where is my paste at? Got too much shit everywhere. Sega. There's the box. Found the box. That doesn't help. Alright, I know I had it right over here because I thought I'd use it. I lost it again. Put it in my drawer.
Dank Mehmet Red 64 bits. My friend does standard and laminated stickers. Most
Okay.
of these are already made, but he will take custom orders. You can find him on the Blue Sky social media platform as Joypad Lad.
Found my mod for an Xbox. That I plan on doing. Cleaned up my thermal paste, and now I can't find the new paste. I had. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Found you. Aha! This is an overkill for the Sega Genesis, but it's gonna do a lot better than what was on there.
Dank Mehmet Red 64 bits. Fun. Smiley face.
Ow! Trying to clean that out, and I just jammed a piece of metal into my finger. There we go. Maybe this was just supposed to be cover, and I broke the cover. Alright, anyway, go ahead and put some of this on. I do. Alright, cool. I had all this stuff organized. I knew where everything was, and now I can't find anything. You know what, that might work. Yeah, here's some USB 5-volt stuff I've got, but we're not changing it over to that. Yeah. I think that's good. Are you a broken one? You're a good one. I'm going to use a broken one to kind of smear this into a good spot. There we go. Now the metal's time. The metal's time has come. Right. Alright, those are nice and tight. Go over here, make sure these line up. Put the last two screws in. And those are all protected.
Dankmamed Omred 64 bits. I need to step out for a while,
Alright.
but this has been amazing to watch. Sorry for causing the rough patch at the start.
You're fine.
See ya later.
See ya. Alright, so we just have one more strip here and here and there. Alright. I got the parts I was worried about done. Make sure none of those are touching anything. Nope, we look good. That's nice and tight. Thermal paste on. Okay, let's do this. C79 is 100. Come on. I think, yeah, one snuck over. Okay, that doesn't go in there. You are 116. I need 110. We're good. 79. Yeah, 116. 116. No. All this stuff down here is really pain. C51. Bingo! Alright, wait, we're not doing bingo. Feels like what I'm doing though. C51. C51. C55. Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? You're a 10? You're like a 1050 volt. That's alright, I don't care. It'll work for 15 right here. T5. Alright. C58 is a 1. Get a couple ones out now. The 1 volt 50. Wait, 68. 67's 10 again. Alright. C52. 100. Oh my gosh. Get the tweezers out. They're just not wanting to come up. There's a 100. There's a 100. That's all the 100s I have in that bin. So I'll have to find more 100s after I'm done with this. 52. So 100. Okay. 57 to 1016. You're 116. 1025. C1. Number one cap in the hood, yo. 22. Use tweezers again because these are a pain in the butt to get out. We needed 220, 16. 220, 10, 220. This should be it. $220.25. Alright. He's going right here. Alright. I think I'm going to do these two. Hold on. This one's not fully out. Is that the one I didn't have one in? C50. No, I had one in there. Hold on. I missed a hole. I missed a hole. There we go. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the seat. Alright. C50. Also 220. 220. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. No 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 no. Cookie and Cookie, mysterious and Cookie. We're all together, Cookie. Yeah, family. Their house is a museum, and people come to see them. They really are a scream. The Addams Family. Ba-da-da-da. Okay. Let's get her done. Test it up. Alright, I think we're good. We're still streaming okay? Alright. We'll pop off some of these legs. And some of them I'm not happy with the soldering, so I'm going to go touch them up. Do you need a metal jumper? Buddy, do I have one for you? Alright, I think that'd be it. Missed one. We'll check and make sure they're down far enough. Yeah. It'll look good. Not in the way of the reset button. Alright, on the way of the start button. On the way of the switch. Okay, cool. There we go, we got that done, I think. We gotta get these there, and then we'll clean it up one more time. Oh my gosh! Ugh. Stretching time. Starting with C43 10. He's a tenor. Really nice singer there with his 10. C41 is also a 10. C42 is a 1. Hold on, I think I already pulled some ones out, didn't I? I did. They're over here. He's a 150. C62 should also be a 150. Yep. .44 150. .40. I think you're 150. .40 150. And last but not least, the 62. Bingo. 1.50. There we go. Alright, all the rest of them looks like they're... Alright. Good, let's start soldering. My solder is so thin. I don't know why I bought this thin one, but my goal is to go through and use it all, so I don't have it anymore. But there's so much of it. I mean, it works. It works fine. It's just I gotta feed more into every little solder point. And I'm used to the thicker solder at work, so when I'm soldering, I've almost got like an exact measurement that I normally put on. And I gotta put more with the thin solder. It's alright. That was a crappy one. Yep. Yep. And there we go. Alright. Clip all these off. Okay, that should be everything. Let's do the check over. We already checked those. They were all in. Got all these, all these, all these. This one, that one, those three. I remember doing those. Got these three over here. That one, the one on the back. We got them all. Let's give it one more clean with the brush. And we'll get the... Heat it up a bit, actually. I heat it up just a touch. It makes the thermal paste come off, or the resin come off a little bit easier. This back up here. Alright, looks nice and clean. We'll give it one more wipe with the paintbrush. So the paintbrush just has alcohol on it, just to kind of get the rest of the crap off of there. And I think we're good. Let's put it in the shell and see what it does. And then I will go and wash the shell. I also have to find a back for it. Okay. I don't know if you can see this stuff, but these are a pain in the butt. I got one started. I can't get the other in. Maybe I do it like this as a tilt. There we go. Alright. Connector down. There, and then bend these over. Alright. We have our power cord out of the way. U down all the way. U to the off position or on position. And let's put you on. Alright, everything closes up. No gaps. Let's go over to the console. Yeah. Alright. Now we can just look at that. Still legs. PVM. Oh, back on. Well, I don't know why it's still showing legs. It should have refreshed to a green screen. There we go. Alright. And Ghostbusters in. Two. Fall out again. Come on. I lose. Let's turn on the TV here. Wait, there's Genesis. Now it's showing. Which one is it? Let's see. Okay, it's on now. Well, it's working on my TV. I don't know why my capture device is not working. Everything sucks today. I'm sorry, guys. Just gotta restart my life. So we'll just do this. I'll go back to this one. Yeah, that looks great. Alright. So it's working. I'm going to let it play for a moment. And now my camera's falling. My life is dying. I don't know what's wrong with anything. I think my computer just is locking up. My mouse isn't working either, so... Oh well. Life sucks. Yeah, there it goes. I now have a black screen on my computer. Well, I got my Genesis working. I've been putting off formatting my computer. I think I've got to do it. So, I'm going to call it now. For now, I'm going to start reinstalling Windows. And then I will clean the Genesis and try to get everything that stopped working when I do my next stream. Thank you guys for coming in and watching me. I should come back on later today once I get my stupid computer fixed. And my capture card. And my everything. Yeah. Been one of those days, guys. I shouldn't have woke up. Oh well, I didn't screw up the cap job. That's one thing. Enjoying the Ghostbusters theme over and over. Alright. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in about an hour or two after this thing gets done formatting and reinstalling. Have a good one.